let's start out with, for those who may not know, what is Habitat Takes Flight?
Yeah. Well, Habitat Takes Flight is oh my gosh, we have an amazing sponsor and partner with the Port. And the Port, really, you had this genesis of wanting to do what you'd done in 2008, but to help a nonprofit. So, yeah.
And to be blunt, it's just us here, so
Yeah.
if we can get some help and get some marketing going on the other side, which you've got the skill sets for that. So that and then some. So I think it's a natural.
Yeah, so it's an event that is, my gosh, we've got the air element that I'll let you talk about. We've got the vendor element. We've got live music, beer and wine garden. We've got food and merchandise and information booths and vendors. We've got it's actually planes, trains, and automobiles, because Christmastown Kiwanis will be here with the choo-choo, which is phenomenal. Oh my gosh. And then you have done so much work in getting some really unique planes here, and
got some friends coming in. I'm going to bring some toys. So we'll get a chance to take a look at that. So.
And Yesteryear Car Club.
Yesteryear Car Club.
Yeah.
Real excited about them.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot of fun. And I didn't realize how many events those guys have the opportunity to participate in. For them to break loose and come on over for us. I think that's really super.
So ultimately, it's a fundraiser for Habitat, but when we sat down, we wanted to make it a community event. And so when we were brainstorming this with the Port, we wanted to make sure it was something that was easy and fun for vendors. We want it to be a success for them, especially since some of them have lost out on opportunities recently with, shuffling of events during the summer. And then we also wanted it to be something that was affordable, because we're about affordable housing and the dream of housing and having a home. And so we also wanted to really tie in that dream of flight and make it something that was really accessible to everyone. So
looking forward to it.
Yeah,
looking forward to it.
So let's talk about the event itself. And specifics. And let's talk about the can't really see it. Well, you can and you can't on the all this paper and all this stuff on this table.
Actually, just grab one of the brochures there, or not the flyers. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can start that. There's your headers right there.
Yeah.
All of the elements that are part of it.
Yeah.
So obviously there's an air exhibit.
Let's start right at the top.
Start at the top. Work our way down.
Okay.
The air exhibit.
The air exhibit. Obviously, a lot of our own pilots that are here, got some pretty unique toys and some fun stuff, and so they've agreed, a lot of them, to haul that out and they'll put it on display. When we broadcast this out to the pilot community, of course, then everybody wants to come in because there's some other elements that they want. Pilots do fly for food. So, when they hear that, unfortunately they can't participate in the beer and wine garden, but their passengers might. So, anyway, they'll be down. So there'll be a number of airplanes that are coming in. And then we've tied up with Olympic Air Museum over in Olympia, and our folks are going to go pick up a Huey, which has just been restored by a bunch of Vietnam vets. We're really excited about that.
That's so great.
And it's one that the kids can actually walk on. So there'll be a docent there to walk them through, show them how the helicopter works, and they'll be able to get in and touch and feel and have some fun with that. We have another one of our members is bringing in what's called a D-50. This is just a huge twin-engine, older military-style airplane that the command used to use as their own private planes to fly from point to point. So that'll be on display. And of course we have John Sessions, who owns Heritage Flight Museum up in Painfield, and he'll be bringing down a P-51 for us to take a look at. So the plan is, depending upon weather, if he can get in on time around 9 o'clock, we're going to do a flyby with him, and so, which is cool. And he'll taxi over and be right front and center, show center for everybody to take a look at. And then about 3 o'clock he'll head back out and he'll do another flyby for everybody. So that's the air portion of that. And then, I guess, the car show. Can you address that one?
Yeah, well, Yesteryear Car Club, so excited to have them there. I mean, they had, was it 100 cars at they have a lot of cars.
They had a bunch of cars.
I can't wait.
Well, they had, I don't know how many are going to show. I mean, we've got about 40 stalls out there for them.
Wow.
But they were talking about the show that they did down at the casino.
Yeah.
And they had over 305 people show up. I guess it was just huge. So I have no idea what's going to come. But anyway, we know there's going to be some really neat stuff.
Really great cars, yeah.
There are some other folks now that when they realize it was a car show who are not, we've got lots of folks calling us out of the woodwork and saying if they can display their
Participate.
car. Of course,
yeah,
they can do whatever. So anyway, that's
which
a
is
cool
really
part.
cool. Yeah. So live entertainment, we have got Marty Brush, we've got Teacher with Paul Barber and Ron Grinnell, we've got Blackwater Sound, we've got Oyster Cove Boys with Lars Fisher and Will Adams, we got Rhythm and Sass, Foul Play, backwoods Irish, and half hitch. So we have music all day. We have live music, and the bands have just been amazingly supportive of the event. We've got the beer and wine garden.
Yep.
We have got food. Oh my gosh, we've got paella from Port Townsend Paella, which I'm pretty excited about. We've got the food hut that's going to be there, so the fry bread and the elephant ears, and so all of that fun stuff, popcorn, chicken and shrimp and ice cream and snow cones and all the good stuff. We have some cheer teams selling some bottled water, since it will be a toasty on the tarmac out there. It'll be good. And some vendors as well. So you get to learn about some of our local nonprofits, as well as some of our local businesses and folks that'll be there. And we've had an amazing list of sponsors. So it's just been, it's going to be an amazing event. And the big draw, really, how can we, not talk more about this? The kids flying free. So kids 8 to 18 fly free. And that program itself is through the EAA. And I'll let you talk more about that, but people are just excited.
It's something that we've done. We did back in 2008, and we announced it then, and we flew 217 kids in about 6.5 hours. So we had a little bit of fog that morning, I remember. I remember launching about 10:30 in the morning, and the fog just started to break, and we didn't have but 3 airplanes on the ground, I think, and then all my friends showed up, and thank God they showed up. But this isn't a long flight. It's not a great big scenic flight. We just fly out to Lake Nuwatzel, sorry. And then turn south and then come back into the airport. So it's about maybe a 6 or 7 minute flight, but it's fun for the kids. I can't tell you how many that I flew during the last season where there was probably, they hadn't even been in an airplane, hadn't even been near an airplane. And the look on their faces and the smiles and the rest of that stuff is just really cool. So I'm always excited about doing that kind of stuff.
I can't imagine being a kid. My first flight was when, it was business, really, right? Yeah. So I can't imagine being 8, 9, 10 years old and having that be first flight.
I remember we had 3 high school football players, all 200-pounders each, in my airplane, and hoping this thing gets off the ground. Anyway, it was fine, and it worked out great. But they were nervous. They were very scared because they'd never been on a plane before, and then to come back down and land, and they were high-fiving each other, and that was just exciting. So anyway, for Experimental Aircraft Association, the EAA, to do something like this, the Young Eagles program, they've got just about 2 million kids they've flown so far over the last 10 years.
That's amazing.
So,
and they get a certificate, which is really cool.
Yes, they do. They get a logbook.
And
so if they continue on, they can continue to use that in their training if they want, or they can go get their own or whatever. But anyway, it's just a nice little piece to remember what the flying was all about. So,
So this is all going to be held on the closed runway?
No.
Okay.
No. This is all out here on the front tarmac. Okay. So if you're driving down 101, you see Kapowson, you'll see it. It's right there, right in front center. So in front of Olympic Air, and so we've got our layout, for all of our transient aircraft coming in. We've got our Young Eagles areas and the vendors and food and everything else. There's one main entrance. It's the D gate. By the way, I missed one part of this. ROTC from school.
Thank you. Yes.
Is helping us with the parking. We're not sure how many cars are going to show, but we've gone out and put stripes on the grass with chalk, and they have 33 kids coming to help. So you won't have a problem finding a place to park. We'll make sure that happens for you.
And they're pros. Those cadets and Sergeant Major Dan Hernandez are pros.
Great.
So love it.
Yeah.
Great service they provide.
Yes.
Starts at 9 in the morning, runs till 6.
96, right? And then the Young Eagles will probably start flying between 9:15 and 9:30, but registration will start at 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll end at 4, though, so that's just know that, the flights will end earlier, and my pilots can maybe go find out what's over the beer and wine garden afterwards.
Check out some music.
We'll find a nice hay bale and sit down and enjoy some of the music that's going to happen.
Definitely. So, and fees. So I know I said we kept it affordable, but entrance parking is free. The entrance is $5 per person, or a family pack of 4 is just $15, and that gets you in. And so you can check out all of the free stuff, and if you want, there's, like I said, the vendors, the merchandise vendors, the food vendors, and beer and wine garden. But music is free. Just come have a great day in the community and check out some phenomenal planes and cars and dream big, fly high.
So come on out and support Habitat for Humanity and take a look at what the port does, and we'll see you out here.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to ask about. All proceeds go to Habitat.
All proceeds go to Habitat, yes.
And they stay locally.
It does stay locally. So Mason County, Habitat for Humanity of Mason County is for Mason County. So the funds that we raise, the building that we do, the low-income homeowners that we help, they're all Mason County families. So your dollars stay here. And the great thing about Habitat is that we are a hands-up organization, not a handout. So when you invest in us, we actually turn that dollar over and over and over again. So if you think about it, when we sell a home, we carry that mortgage. The principal on that loan is actually put back into construction for the next home. So with the 24 homes that we've built, those 24 families are helping us to continue to build. And same with our Brush with Kindness program. Our low-income homeowners pay for the materials so that we can continue to help other low-income families that are having challenges. And all of our labor is free. And I gotta say, I mean, volunteers for this, our community is amazing. We had 55 volunteer slots that we filled at Habitat and then some. And I know you've had, I mean, the pilots, the communities, so many folks volunteering to help. I mean, that alone is just an amazing impact and so significant as to how amazing our community is and the support that they have.
Yeah.